What we are demonstrating today is the impact resistance difference between a common open back roll form pallet rack and the all tubular SK2000 from Steel King Industries. To demonstrate, we have a section of column stock and horizontal bracing for each rack type. We have a roll formed column with a 1x1 and ½ inch open brace section. You'll notice that the brace is welded to the return flanges on the column with two ½ inch vertical welds. In contrast, the SK2000 column is a closed tube, and the horizontal brace is a 1 inch high by 2 inch wide closed tube as well. The brace is welded to the column with two 2 inch horizontal welds. What does this mean for you? We'll show you the difference. Here we have a machine with a hydraulic cylinder that applies equal force in both directions. When we place both columns in the fixture and begin to apply a force, we can clearly see which design is better able to withstand a frontal impact load, as often occurs during impact by a fork truck. As you can see, the open back rack begins to fail at the juncture of the brace and the column return flanges. As we apply pressure to the columns, you can see that the return flanges on the open back rack begin to deflect inward. As we continue, we see that the welds begin to break and the column becomes deformed. As the force increases, the open back completely crushes. The result is a total damaged open back rack, particularly at the joint between the return flanges and the horizontal brace. However, we see that the SK2000 column is still strong and remains undamaged. It's a fact that producing an all-tubular column requires a greater degree of precision in manufacturing. For example, the closed tubular rack requires the horizontal brace length to be exact. With an open back rack, however, the strut length can vary, and the placement of it in the fixture can vary because the strut can slide back and forth. And of course, a horizontal brace that's nearly twice as large and has 4 times the weld doesn't cost the same as an open back strut. However, for the pennies on the dollar difference between the two, it's a great value to get the 250% increase in frontal impact resistance. SK2000 will greatly reduce damage in the warehouse, improve safety, and provide a far greater return on your investment. For more information and technical data on the SK2000, call your local dealer or visit our website at steelking.com.